What's going on, man?
What up, Big Mark?
What's up? What's up?
What's up,
What's up?
man? Nah, man. Depression, man. Depression, man. This shit
What you
damn near
say?
broke me, man.
Depression?
Yes, bro, man. Like, I mean, I got into this, right? And the way that I got into it was, I lost my job. I had a job for like 7 years. And, I was gonna planning just on staying there. I'm saying I wanted to do like a little side business or a little whatever, but I was happy where I was making 100,000. I mean, I was chilling, house, cars, everything, 50,000 in my bank account all the time, and then I was chilling. So something I did something stupid, and I lost that job like at the blink, like in a snap, because I did something dumb. So what ended up happening was um one of my friends from back in the day, he had his own box truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the type of I'm gonna admit it right now before you get on my ass. I'm gonna admit it. I
What?
I was what I was doing was I was relying on him to give me, since he's already in the game, he's already doing it. I'm thinking in my head, hey, he already done it. He seems to be successful, but he was only telling me part of the story all the time.
Oh,
But I learned that later on. He was only giving me half of the story. You know what I mean? So basically, he hypes me up. He tells me, "Yo, get in this box truck." Da, 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 da. He's like, "I think that you should rent." He's like, "When you rent a box truck, you don't have to pay for the fixes. I mean, the maintenance." So I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. That sounds
Technically, take a few steps back to go
you ain't
for
get yeah." So so yeah, he's like, "Yeah, you don't got to pay for the maintenance if you do it like this." He's like, "You don't even got to drive the truck if you put two drivers in there." He's like, um you can make around 4K a month or whatever, because they never have to stop driving, because they could just switch on and off. You know what I'm saying? Like when, like with the whole the ELD, like the whole you they could just switch on and off. They never have to stop driving and all that, right? And I'm like, so he's feeding all this to me, and I'm like, all right. And I see him, and he got a house in Atlanta. He got a nice car, he got everything. And I'm like, okay, so he must know what he's talking about. I'm gonna learn as I go. That's what I thought. I'm gonna learn as I go. I got put on to you a little late. I found out about you, but I didn't really look into too much of the videos or nothing like that. I thought I had a standby, like a mentor right now. I had a guy who's in the field, and I'm like, he's gonna push me in the right direction. I know him. We're gonna be good. Right. So yeah, so I start off paying two guys. They want 800 a week. I'm paying them 800 a week. He's this my friend. He's sending these people to Florida. He's sending these people all different type of places, right? And I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania, so I'm up near Philly. I'm like, I say like an hour from Philly, so I'm from Reading, PA. Now, looking back on it now, he was sending us to Florida from Reading, PA for $1,300, $1,200. Um, I started looking at the numbers and all that. I'm like, damn. Every time I get this statement from Penske. Damn, I'm paying like 4,000 a month on this Penske truck. Then I got to pay these guys 800 a week each. I'm like, yo, this is going. I'm losing money. I'm not making no money. I'm losing money. So I'm like, yo, I thought you said blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you got to give it some time to work out, whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm like, yo, I can't afford these guys no more. I'm gonna hop in the truck myself. I hop in the truck. So I'm driving. He's still sending me to Florida and stuff. And I'm finding out there ain't nothing. You can't really get much out of Florida coming up to the east. I'm barely making no money. I'm like, bro, since I'm renting, I'm like, why don't we do shorter runs? Why don't we do stuff to, like, we had some stuff to Pittsburgh. We had some stuff to upstate New York. And I'm like, the mileage, they're charging me less at Penske for the mileage. I'm like, so I'm making a little bit more money, whatever. He's like, yeah, yeah, but are you scared to go far? Is that what it is? Is you scared? He's like challenging me. But then when I think about it, I'm starting thinking, I'm like, he's getting 10%. I'm paying him 10% for for every run, right? I'm paying him 10%. What would you rather have 10% of? 10% of 1,300, even though it doesn't benefit me at all, because I'm speaking as if I'm him. What would he rather have 10% of? 1,300 or 500 to go up to upstate New York? He's gonna want that 1,300. He doesn't have to pay for the mate. He doesn't have to pay for the gas. He's not paying for the truck, for the mileage on the truck. He's not paying anything. He's worried about making that 10% of as much money as he can make. You understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you do. So, so then I catch on to all of that, and I have a conversation with him one day. I'm like, hey, how did you get as far as you got renting a truck? And he's like, well, I started off I bought a truck. I bought a Freightliner at first, and I had it for 2 years. I'm like, okay, when were you driving? He was like, around the pandemic time. So I'm like, oh, so now I'm starting to see this is how he was so successful. He owned his own truck in the beginning, and, and then he was driving during pandemic. So I'm like, oh, so the more and more I started, because I'm in my head, I'm like, he's gonna take care of me. He knows the ins and outs, and he's gonna teach me as we go. But nothing that he was doing was to my benefit. Nothing. And I'm 100%. I put this on me. I should have been more. I I don't know. Maybe I wasn't as serious. I was in a state of, I just lost my job. I was in a state of panic. You know what I mean? I'm in a state of panic, and so I'm seeing somebody who I thought was successful, but he didn't give me the whole story in the beginning. He didn't tell me he owned his own truck for 2 years before it broke. He didn't tell me he was working during the pandemic. He didn't tell me the house he lived in Atlanta is his dad's house, which his dad pays for. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no wonder he could be so successful with a rental truck when all these factors were left out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So in about, I don't know how many months, I had $30,000. Mind you, I still got bills. I got 2 kids. The bank and one of my friends stole $3,000 from me. He scammed me out of $3,000. The bank, my account went to zero, $0 after that. So that's how I lost the first $30,000 right there. That because there's a second part, but you can chime in whatever you think about the first part. That's the first part. That's the first part.
I'm listening.
So so that's the first part, right? So then
Hold on,
I think to myself, you know what?
Hey,
Mhm.
moderators. I know y'all see what I see. Hold on. Hey, Cold Shadow, did you drop a bag on Big Mark? Cold Shadow, did you drop a bag? You didn't drop no bag. You didn't drop a bag.
You tweaking.
There's people dropping bags on Big Mark nowadays. You just think you can't just come over here and think you gonna come over here and promote your little dispatch company. Hey man, hey listen. You've been trying to hit me up. Big, everybody know Big Mark don't really respond. Everybody know how to get in contact with me. It's one way for sure. And you got to come into the Discord. I don't be on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. I'm not really active on those places. You got to come into my Discord. All right. You just can't, but even if you have been trying to get up with me and you haven't, you just can't bombard and come over here. That's disrespectful, whether you've been trying to get up with me or not. You just don't come over here and you don't even speak to the host. That's like you walk into somebody's house and start to sell some shit and don't say hello. Where your manners at, big dog? Where are your manners at? You gonna come into my house, not speak, and trying to sell some shit. Don't let that happen again now. All right? Don't let it happen again. My bad, big dog. Sorry about that.
Now that's what you got to do. I know you got to handle business, but so yeah, nah. So basically, That's how I lost. It wasn't just the truck, but it was, you know what I mean? I wasn't making money and I still, none of my expenses, I got 2 BMWs. I was, when I had that job, I was just splurging. You know what I mean? I was just whatever. I saved money and I got a crib and all that, but I was also spending a lot of money. I got 2 baby moms, all type of shit, right? So,
You got a
what
lot
ended
of
up happening
tools.
was
You got a lot of tools, man. The terrible tools. How many kids you got? Two?
I got two, man. I got two.
You got a lot of
I got two in the,
tools. You got two
a
kids,
lot
two
of
baby
twos, right?
moms, two. Yeah, you in too much trouble. Sound like you in too much trouble. You feel me?
I mean, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, when I had the job, I was up. I always had 40, 50K in my account. I was
when you
above
had to
water. I
when
was
you was at the job, you was too legit to quit. You was too legit to quit. But you got fired though. You did what I'm saying? Hey man, listen.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I didn't see it coming. It was my fault. It was my fault. The company was sad when it happened. Like they were sad for me, but it was all on me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even blame them. It was my fault. And I always had thoughts of business, but it was going so good over there that it's like, if it's not broke, why fix it? I'm good. I'm everybody eating. My kids is eating. I got whatever I want. I got anything I wanted. I had, because I'm not even a person, like, I don't need a lot. I just need a couple little things. I had everything I wanted. You know what I mean? And it was good. And then I think that's what drove me to make those decisions like quick. The first person, yo, yeah, I'll do the box truck, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at him and I'm seeing he's successful. He must know what he's talking about. In
Why,
my mind, he must know.
how do you figure he's successful? Is he still working? Is he still in the business?
Yeah, he is. He is. Well, so this is how I figured that he was successful at the business. He wasn't doing, from my knowledge, he wasn't doing anything else for money. Like, he had no other job, no other business. Um, he has a pretty nice house in Atlanta. Pretty nice house in Atlanta.
Okay,
Um,
all right, stop. What do you consider a pretty nice house? Because Atlanta, like the South, is cheap. You from up north.
yeah, I don't know too much about the South. I don't know too much.
You can get
I don't know.
like a 5 bedroom house down there for like 250, dude. Like you can get a nice place in Georgia for the low though. And to us, that's low up coming from up north. But you can get a goddamn castle down there for a little nothing.
Damn, I need to move the hell over there then. Damn, that's what I need to do. Move the fucking Atlanta then.
Well, why
But
are
I
you
could curse, right?
judging?
My bad.
Why? Yeah, you can curse, but I'm saying, why are you judging? You're judging his success based off materialistic shit. Like you can't really judge a person. I
I
know
mean,
somebody else. Go ahead.
because because if I see that you have, like, I mean, you're right, but you not, if you're not successful, you're not gonna have a nice house. If you're not successful, you're not gonna have a nice, there has to be some sort of success that you're having in order to obtain these things. You know
It
what I'm
could
saying?
be
And if
it,
this is the only,
it could be free bands. I know a few people
and
that's in this business that's on the free band side. They can't figure this shit out to save their life, but it's not really costing them anything because the money they losing is somebody else's money.
mm, mm, mm. And that's kind of, so I didn't know that this was his father's house. We had a deeper conversation and I'm like, yo, how are you doing so well renting this truck? And he's like, well, I started off the first 2 years, I started off with my own truck. I had a Freightliner. And I'm like, okay. He was also working during the pandemic, which I later found out was like the highest time of like box trucking. So these things, he didn't tell me these things in the beginning. It, I kind of feel like he just wanted me to run under his authority or dispatch for me. He just wanted to make money off of me, basically. And the last 2 to 3 runs that we did, he didn't pay me. He kept that money. He kept the money. He probably owes me like $4,000. $3,000 to $4,000. He just
You
took me for a
tweaking.
ride.
Where? How you know this guy? How you know this
He,
guy?
man, I know him from my hood. He was a. I don't want to talk too much, but
Where's
he was a real street guy. He was a really real street, like for real. Like he will pop
okay?
you. Like he.
And you are you a real street guy?
No. I was a
Good. Well,
party.
then
I was
he did what. Listen, he did what he was supposed to do. Only guy. He did what he was supposed to do. What you intermingling with street guys for? And you not a street guy. And you didn't come
my
up with
whole
him.
life.
He gonna take advantage of you. You are an example of what I talk about all the time. I'm glad you're up here. You're an example. See, I know this shit. I'm from a big city. You dig what I'm saying? But middle Americans don't understand shit like this happens every day. Nobody has your best interest. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's a fact.
Because you
That's
didn't
a
even.
fact.
I'm listening to the story and I'm like, in my head, you want me to say something. I'm saying something in my head, but I'm waiting to the end. Like you was a stain from the beginning.
Damn.
Yeah, you was a stain, big dog.
Mm. He seen. And
Yeah.
you know what I think about it. When I had that job and I was secure, I never made these desperate moves. I really feel like a lot of it stems from me losing that job and going into panic mode. That's what I feel like because I'm not a street dude, but I've been around. Like I've been in the street. I grew up where I grew. If you check where Reading, Pennsylvania is at, is serious. But I've been around it, but I'm not a street dude. I'm just a funny party, like, you know what I'm saying? But what it is that I've never had to be in the business world. I've never had to do any kind of business. My job was clean, cut, simple. I'm used to getting a W-2. I'm used to just getting paid, go home. That's it. I'd never been in in that jungle. I'd never been in that jungle. And like, I, 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 I know he was a street dude and all his friends are street. And so, but I don't know. He hit me with this whole church, he's super in the church now. He's super. And I started believing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, bro, he didn't change his
Everybody,
life and all this.
that's the same angle everybody use. Everybody use this church shit. That's to lighten you up. You know what I'm saying? Light you up, make you feel like that they're a good, trustworthy person. First of all, you never do. Let me tell you something, big dog. How old are you?
I'm 37.
All right. One, you shouldn't be doing business with someone you just knew from back in the day. All right. Besides business, you don't even rekindle something that was back in the day. You and this guy could have been friends 20 years ago, lost contact, and ran into each other again. Even though y'all was good friends 20 years ago, you don't know what the fuck dude been on the past 20 years. He could have been a good guy
So
20 years ago, but in the past 20 years, life could have got to life, and now this dude is one of them guys. And now the
that's
whole time you being plotted on because you don't know what the last 20 years of this dude's life been like.
it's true.
You dig what I'm saying? So guys like that, now I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm keeping it a buck with you. They smell food. Everybody is opportunity, bro. And if you don't understand that, which you didn't, you became food. You don't do business. You don't rekindle shit with a motherfucker that you've lost contact with. Period. You don't know what this motherfucker has been doing. Motherfucker set you up the whole time.
Whole time, right? Yeah.
This month down in Atlanta, you way up in PA.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what
Yep.
I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, man. Hey, shit, man. Like, because, well, like, not even thinking about it, he was saying shit like, oh, I wouldn't send you on any runs that I wouldn't do myself. Why the hell would you go from PA to Miami for $1,300? How would you
Bro,
do that?
listen. When you start a business, it's your responsibility for the success of that. I'm not putting my trust in no other man, bro. I don't give a fuck who he is, especially somebody that I knew from back in the day, but we really wasn't cool and we just happened to
Yeah.
run it. Like, I don't, like, bro, what makes you think Buddy Ass a good business person? What references have you checked? You're judging, you're measuring his success off of a house and a truck?
No, you want to know what reference I had? You want to know what reference I had? The
Yeah.
other dude that I was running with, he's the one that I said stole $4,000 from me. He's the one that put me on the dude.
Oh yeah,
I already
you
knew
was
who he was.
yeah. Hold on, buddy. I gotta get some shit together.
Goofy as hell.
Man, you was a stain. Yeah, they seeing you coming. Listen. They put it together. They put the play together. They say, "Oh, boy, we got us one. Sweet as hell. We got us a sweet one. Yeah, we going finesse. Yeah, they saw you coming, big dog. Yep. That's all
100%.
that was.
That, and I love
You said they from Philly.
the one is from my hometown. The young boy. He like 25 or whatever. But I knew him for like 5 years.
Bro. You 37 and you trust a 25-year-old? That's all them cats in Philly. All these young guys, all they do is finesse, bro. First of all, if you 37, that means you was 31 when you met him, right?
Yeah.
And he was 20.
Yeah.
The hell you doing right now with a 20-year-old?
Oh, hooping, basketball.
Okay, so what makes you at 37 thinking a 25-year-old? And I you know me on this channel, I jay down on these shorties all the time. They don't like it. Fuck them. Well, at 37, what makes you think a 25-year-old can help you?
I'm gonna tell you. So he wasn't. It's not that I thought he could help me. This is what I thought. Right? He was driving box truck for this guy before. He was. So what I thought in my head was, they know the business more than I do. They know even if he's 25 years old, he's been involved in this. I've never been involved in this. And now he's putting me on to his big dog. You feel me? The person who's been doing it for years and years and years. You know what I'm saying?
Pandemic babies ain't years and years and years, big dog. A pandemic baby don't really know shit. These are the motherfuckers still running around here talking about they can't wait for the rates to get back. Anybody that came in during the pandemic, they're really learning the industry right now. That shit that happened in the pandemic, that was like a wet dream. That
was like
for 2-3 years. That was a dream that lasted for a couple of years. This is their real entry into this business. What they're dealing with now. This is what's gonna tell the test of time. This is what's gonna either make you or break you. This shit right here, this is the industry. This shit right now. That shit then, you can't say, oh, well, everybody was doing. You could be blind and make money in the pandemic.
Okay.
You didn't have to know your cost. You didn't have to know your cost per mile. You didn't have to know nothing. And I'm not promoting that, but I'm just saying it was that sweet.
The
right?
margin was so big.
Well, right. So you couldn't. It was damn near impossible at that particular time to lose, right?
Wow.
So you can't say really they rookies. To be honest with you, you dig what I'm saying? Because me personally, I don't count 2020, 2021, 2022. You dig? I don't count those years. You can't measure a person based on those years if they really him or not. Right?
See? And this is
go ahead.
This is me not knowing. This is me thinking, me seeing the success, him telling me numbers from 2021, pandemic years. And I'm like, damn, you made that much money. And he like, yeah, and blasey. And it was ultimately, it's my fault because I didn't do the research. But I thought that I seen success, you know what I'm saying, from what he's showing me, from what he's whatever. And I'm thinking in my head, I didn't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know about this whole, that the pandemic was the reason why all these people was making that money those years or whatever. Like, so I'm like, okay, I'm in good hands. I will learn as I go. I will be his understudy, and I'll learn as I go. And little did I know, man, I was getting my ass beat left and right.
Yeah, they was
Ass
robbing
beat.
you.
Lost
They
30.
set you up, big dog. That was a
I
setup.
lost like I lost like 30K. 30K. But you know what's crazy? That ain't even the most. That ain't. There's more. There's a second half.
Talk to me.
So what ended up happening is, so I learned. So I go back and I learn from the shit. And I'm like, first of all, renting is not the way. Like, I will never rent a truck ever in life. I'll be hearing that if you have a fleet or something, and maybe that's that, you know what I mean? Like, or like if it's like a short term, one of your trucks is down for a couple of weeks or whatever, then that's like the only way you really should rent. But renting, do not, I don't even understand. How can you make money? The people who rent out there, how do y'all make money? That's what I want to know. How do you do it? Because with me, I mean, I understand that he was also sending me on dummy missions. He was sending me to Florida. He was sending me to Texas for $1,200. And I'm like, what? $1,300, $1,400. I'm like,
What
to
was your
me,
what was your operating cost? Were you doing your cost per mile, or you were just
I,
entrusting him?
I was entrusting him. Yes,
Uh,
I was entrusting.
I appreciate you, big dog, for I mean, to
Being
me that's
honest,
some
I
goof.
knew
That's some goofy shit, big dog.
it,
That
it
that that's
is.
some
Not,
that's some old goofy ass shit.
Goofy as
right.
hell.
Yeah, that's some goofy shit, big dog. You too old for that. Yeah, you too old for
I'm
that,
too
dog.
old, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
right,
yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah. You too old for that.
I just felt like I know a lot of it was, man, my head was not, I was not in the right headspace. I was so desperate for something. I was so desperate. And then like him
Ain't no
being there, I was
excuse.
like, whatever. Yeah.
Ain't no excuse.
Yeah,
But what's
you're
the
right.
what's the what's the what's the you said that ain't the good part. What's the good
Oh, okay.
part though?
So, I mean, there's just more to it. So basically I sit back and I go, you know what? Like, yeah, I don't, after renting, I'm going to do a whole new thing. So when, I don't know if you, when Trump came into office, everything shot up. So when I checked my 401k. So originally I had like 20,000 in that joint. When I checked it the second time, it went up to like 64,000 or something like that, close to there. I know I took it out and I ended up having
Penalized.
like 50,
They
huh?
penalize you, right? They penalize you, right?
10%, yeah.
Okay. You took
So
it
so
out.
I ended up with like 54K, right? So I'm like, okay, I got a whole new whatever. Let's jump back in this. So I'm like, this time I'm gonna buy a truck. I'm gonna buy a truck. So I was watching videos. I think I seen one of your videos where you were talking about an older truck. You were like, buy an older, cheaper truck or whatever. It's just less overhead. It's just it's gonna be, you can start making money quicker with an older truck, whatever. This is when I started like seeing
That's
your
not.
videos a little bit more.
I
Huh?
know a video, but that's not exactly what I said. But I know what you're talking about. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah. So I hop into this, right?
Hmm.
So what ends up happening is I see a truck and I go and it's some Dominican dude and I'm Dominican. I'm Dominican selling it. And I love my Dominican people, but you do business with a Dominican, you do business with Dominican people, mechanics, any of that. Watch yourself, bro. Watch. I'm telling you.
Hey
I'm
man, what's
telling
up
you.
with y'all? What y'all what
I'm
y'all on,
Dominican.
bro? What y'all be on? I know you just said you Dominican. What y'all be on, big dog? Because man,
You know
somebody
what
a
we be on?
Dominican just came up here like 2 weeks ago and he's mad at me to this day. He's all in
Okay,
my
yeah.
comments. He's
He, no, I seen that the whole Trump thing.
yeah.
He's emotional as hell. He's he's leading with emotions. He's leading with emotions. I'm like, I want whatever makes sense for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you call me. I don't care what racial slur, and he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more about like show me. Like the first time he came into Trump went into office, he started these things called opportunity zones, which it was easier for a minority to make a business
I
in
forget
a
what they call it, but yeah, I know. That was the first. That was
the
the
urban
first
area.
term he was in office. Uh-huh.
Yeah. What he doesn't understand is this dude is being political. He's gonna say certain things to appease the people that are voting for him, or you know what I'm saying, or he's gonna move certain ways. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
you gotta look at what he's putting into action, like the actual. You know what I mean? Like what are the things that he's actually doing? You got judge him by that. You over here
Mm-hmm.
talking about and he's talking about deportation. Obama was known as like the top person who deported.
Reporter
You know
in
what I mean,
chief.
like yeah,
Reporter in
like
chief.
so, like so emotional about. I was watching that. I was getting angry because I'm like, bro, I hate people who are so emotional about everything, bro. I'm more ABC, ABC. What you know what I mean? What does it make sense? Does it make sense? If it doesn't make sense, I don't care about emotions, bro. I don't care about emotion. He's over here
Okay.
yelling and acting. And then he said he followed your plan and it helped him make just and then he wouldn't let you talk. Just let the man talk. Just shut up. Let him talk, bro. Like
Okay.
I don't know, bro. That joint get me for
I just wanted to know. Go ahead.
no disrespect to him. No disrespect to him. He seemed like a nice dude, but it's like you have to let people explain themselves and you can't be so one track minded. You can't be so focused on you when you're in a debate, you got to try to look at the other person's perspective, look at it through their view because you might not see it. If you just look at it from your stance, you're never going to get what they're saying. You're never going to
Mm-hmm.
understand what they're saying. And he just wasn't giving you that opportunity. You was mad calm. You got a lot of patience.
Yeah, big dog. Yeah. I just wanted to know your thoughts on that. But you said you Dominican, and what happened now?
So I bought the joint from a Dominican dude, and he was giving
Mm-hmm.
me whatever. Yeah, bring your mechanic or whatever. So this was my fatal mistake. I brought a mechanic
Mm-hmm.
who didn't really do much. When I went over there, he was drinking a little bit. He listened to the engine real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even drive it. He didn't really drive at the moment. I was just so excited. I was like, because he told me, he was like, yeah, it's a good truck. I could tell that it's a good truck. Just, offer him like $500 less or $1,000 less or whatever. And I did it. And I went through with it. The truck only cost 10,000. It was a Freightliner M2 2004.
Mm-hmm.
It had the cat engine. They got the cat engine, cat
Ooh.
C7. So
Okay.
so I'm like, all right, whatever. So I went through with it. Hey
Mm-hmm.
man, the first run, I went up to
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh. I got a direct, I got a guy that I deal with directly, and he got me a run up to Pittsburgh, four and a half hours away for like $860. Right, nice run.
Mm-hmm.
Went up there, did that joint. One of the hose bus, bam, already like $700 for roadside assistant, roadside. They had to
Mm-hmm.
come and fix the joint. $700. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
man. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go take it to these people. I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with the Dominicans no more. I'm gonna take it to a mechanic. I'm gonna go deal with the white people. My mom told me, go deal with the white people. The white people, the ones that's going, they gonna charge you a little bit more, but they gonna treat you good. They gonna do your truck right, right?
Okay.
So
If
I
you
go.
say so.
I don't listen. I go to this place. I kind of want to say the name. I don't know if you want, because I don't want nobody to go there. But I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Don't
I
say
don't
the
want to do
name
that
then.
on you.
Don't
Yeah,
say the
yeah.
name then.
I ain't gonna
But you
say the
went to
name.
this place.
So I went to this place, and it's like an hour away from Reading. It's all white. You know what I mean, like so. As soon as I go there, they not even looking at me. I'm in the front, waiting to be talked to. They just walking past me, looking at me, grilling me. I'm like, okay, like what's going on, right? So they're like, you here for anything? And I'm like, obviously, right? So I'm talking to them. They like, yeah, we're gonna do a preventative maintenance on your truck or whatever, right? He
Mm-hmm.
was like, it's gonna be around 2,000 and something. I'm like, okay, mind you, I don't know what people usually pay for preventative maintenance. I don't know. I don't know what they pay.
Okay.
Yo,
Hey,
Mark,
bro, man.
yo,
Hey,
Mark,
man. Hey, man. We got to see the Kendra G full. No pause. I'm just trying to figure out when people look at you, why they think you just so sweet. Like what kind of
Yo,
shoes you got on or something? It's got to be
I
more than
don't.
just the face and the hat. Some what you got on? Some
Yo,
penny loafers or something? I don't know. What's the deal?
this is what I've been. This is what people been saying. Like, why does everybody like, yo? And it's beyond the trucking. I rented my house out, and the boy that was renting my house out, he works
Yeah.
at a place called Card Tech. He works at a place
Okay.
called Card Tech in Reading. They get paid $10,000 a month. The very first month, he was ready to leave my crib, talking about he got problems with his girl. I'm like, yo, what's going on? He didn't want to pay me rent. He ended up kicking his girl out. 4 days later, he sends me a picture of him slitting his wrist, talking about I gotta get out of here. I quit my job and all that. I'm telling you, when it comes, my luck this past year has
Mm-hmm.
been, if anything can go wrong, it's gonna go wrong 1,000,000%. I'm catching no breaks, no breaks. I'm telling you, zero breaks I got. So I go over there to the white folk to fix my truck. Right, I go to the
Yeah.
white folks. I'm
Okay.
thinking it's gonna be 2,000. What they told me, they talking about 2,200, right?
Yeah.
So they call me and they like, yeah, it ended up being 4,200. I'm like, 4,200 for what? He said they had to tighten. They had to tighten something to They had to tighten something in the engine, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I paid it. I'm thinking in my head, all right, we're done. This is it. Whatever. I feel like they might have overcharged me, whatever, but we're done. The truck is gonna be 100%, right? Don't you know? On the very first run, the truck starts leaking oil. It wasn't leaking oil before I gave it to them. Now it's leaking oil. I call them. Yo, what's going on? Yo, my truck is leaking oil. They're like, oh, trucks be having little leaks here and there. Don't worry about it. That ain't nothing big. Whatever. Man, the truck starts jumping up and down in the middle of the road. I'm like,
Mm.
oh my God. Jumping up and down, all this stuff. There's no oil in the oil pan, in the oil jar. There's no oil. When I take out the stick, there's no oil on it. None of that, right? Leaking oil like crazy.
Mm.
I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. So I call them again. They're like, nah, we had cameras when we were working. You can do whatever you want. We did nothing wrong, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. I take it to this other mechanic, right? That I was referred to, right? Spanish dude. Take it to him, right? Ecuadorian.
Mm.
He tells me that he thinks that the way that they tighten this stuff, it made a scratch in one of the cylinders. Made a
Mm-hmm.
scratch in one of the cylinders. So he's charging me $8,000. Charging me $8,000 to. I need a whole engine rebuild now. Now I need a whole engine rebuild. I need a in-frame engine rebuild. The in-frame joint. So with all the parts. With all the
Mm-hmm.
parts. So $8,000 for him, $2,300 for the parts. I got an aftermarket joint, but it's
Mm-hmm.
supposedly it's like some high level. It's PAI. That's the brand or whatever. So I got the aftermarket joint. That was like 2,300. So where
Mm-hmm.
we at right now? 2,000,
So with the with,
12,300. I
with
think
the
we at.
yeah, wait. What you talking about? The 4,000 you spent plus another 2,300? You said
Yeah, I spent 4,200 with the white folk.
4,200 over there. Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
then, oh, mind you, when I brought the truck back home, somebody ran into my lift gate. Somebody ran and broke my lift gate. On top of that, so that's 4,200 with the white folk, 8,000 with the new mechanic, right? Then for the in frame kit, 2,300,
So
right?
what we at? 12
2,300.
to so 14 to 14.5. Okay.
Okay, I had to call roadside twice. One time was $1,000. The other time was $600.
So what's that? 15.5, right? So we at
Yeah.
what? 6
So
16.1.
16-1. Yeah, 16-1, right? So then I had to take it to the machine shop. The mechanic was like, you gotta take it to the machine shop to get a sleeve put in, all this for the head or the right. So I took it to the machine shop. $3,200 at the machine shop.
How much?
3,200
$3,200.
at the machine shop. Yes,
Okay.
3,200.
All right. Nine. All right.
3,000, 3,200 at the machine shop. So I'm thinking I'm finished. I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what number we're at right now. We in the 20s, I think.
19.3.
19.3. I'm thinking I'm done, right? I'm like, this shit is over. Okay, let me get this shit rolling, right? Man, they're like, oh, you got to get your fuel injectors checked out. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, let me go take them to these Amish people that I heard is real good people, whatever, right? So go to what the Amish ain't legit. What's
I ain't never seen no Amish mechanic shop. Where the hell? Where they
not
got that at? Nah.
because
They was working on your. They was working on your shit with the thing on the end.
yeah, they was. They they one of them things, Mennonite or some shit like that. They the ones that believe in technology. They them.
Okay. All right. So you took that to
So
the Amish people. All right.
yeah, so what ends up happening over there, I'm thinking like, a couple of my friends is like, yo, if one or two fuel injectors is messed up, you could just replace those two. There's 6 fuel injectors, right? And they're
Mm-hmm.
like, if I were you, I would just replace the ones that's fucked up and get back on the road and make some money. I'm like, okay, cool. Bro, don't you know they call me, they tell me 5 of the 6 is messed up and it's going to be $5,000. A little, like $5,300. I'm thinking I'm done. I'm thinking, yo, that's it. $5,300 now. So this is where I'm at today. This is where I'm at today. I'm, I still got some money, but it's getting tight. I don't got a tenant anymore, so I'm still got to pay my bills. And none of the other bills stopped. So like, yeah, like that's where I'm at right now. Now it's $5,300 that I got to pay for these fuel injectors. So before I only made money one time over that truck. It was that one run that was $860. After that, all loss. Loss, 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 loss.
How much did you pay the mechanic that you took to look at it but didn't look at it?
The mechanic that didn't look at it?
You said you took your boy a mechanic with you to look at it, and he said, "Oh, it looks good."
That dude. Oh, I bought him like some Coronas. I paid him like $20 and some Coronas.
Where you found him at?
He oh man. All right, so he is a regular car mechanic, like regular car, but he had his own truck before. In Reading. He had his own truck before, and he used to do work on his own truck. And so he told me that he knows how to work on diesel trucks.
Okay. I don't know, bro. Like I know, but like, yeah, bro. So what you gonna do, big dog? That's because you at
So
24/6. You at 24/6, bro.
24,600 plus the 10,000 that I paid for the truck. So basically 3,000. Oh my god. So this is what it is. Like I don't want to put. I'm down to like 16,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to like $16,000 right now, right?
Yeah.
So so right now, um I'm down to like 13 or something like that, right? So right now, I was thinking, I was like, everybody's telling me like, oh, is it worth it? But I'm already married to it. I already spent 24, whatever you said, or 30. I'm married. I gotta do it.
You in
Or
34/6, roughly 34/6, probably a little more than that, but let's say 35. 35.
I'm, I'm in 35, right?
And how long this been going on? When did you get this truck?
Let me tell you this. I got this truck in like November.
Okay.
So
It's
let me
about
tell you
eight
this.
eight
The
months.
mechanic, the mechanic that I took it to, the Spanish
Mm-hmm.
dude, he's
Yeah.
had the truck for 6 months.
You still got it now?
Still got it right now. He's been working on every other truck, doing every other thing. He barely has any helpers.
Wait. When did you drop the truck off to him?
In December.
And he's doing the last job, the fuel injectors, right? So you
He's doing he's doing the fuel injector and the in-frame rebuild.
all right? So and he's charging you how much again? You said 5,000, 8,000.
$8,000.
Okay, go get your truck, big dog. Like, what are you waiting on? Like, I'd have been when you got my shit, bro. Listen, let me
Because
tell you something. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you answer this. I'm gonna tell you what I need you to do, big dog.
Yep. So so basically what it was yeah, I'm down to like 12, 13,000, and I was like basically what I was thinking, I'm working right now for my boy, driving a truck, a
Who?
box truck,
What boy? The nigga, the dude
one of
down
my
in Atlanta?
no, this other dude that I'm cool with. He actually paying me. He paying me on time. He paying me after every run. He's good money. He's good. The pay isn't good because the way he went into business, he did it with too much overhead. He went half on a truck with somebody. Then he's paying 21% for somebody to find him runs to work under their authority and to dispatch for him. He's paying them 21%. There's so much money going so many ways. He doesn't pay. It's not nearly. It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But I'm just doing it in the meantime until I get my truck back. So what I was thinking about doing was instead of keep going in my savings, pay the 5,000 with the money I make from him. Even if the truck got to sit 2 more months, you feel me? Even if the truck got to sit 2 more months, instead of going into my savings, I should pay with the money I'm making off of him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
Does that seem
All right.
does that seem feasible? Like,
Hey, bro, listen. I just want to hear the rest of the story, big dog. Where we at with it
all
right
right,
now?
so basically, that's where I'm at. The dude took 6 months to fix my truck. I've been talking to different mechanics. They telling me that's a 3-week job. That's a 1 month job, max 2 months. The dude held my shit hostage for 6 months. I had to go over there and damn near fight him. I had to go and I,
And what
I,
happened?
and that's when he got on it. Now he's calling me, yo, I'm almost done. Da 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 da. Do you? All we need is the fuel injectors. Go get the fuel injectors, and I'll be done in a week, 2 weeks. After I threatened to put hands on him. That I came with like 2 other people, and we's about to get busy because I'm so nice, Mark. I'm so nice. Like, I'm too nice. I'm too nice of a person. But the thing is, like, if you're a person that you don't disrespect me, right? If you don't talk loud, if you don't get crazy with me, I'm not gonna get crazy with you. And he's really soft spoken and real, just give me a little bit more time. So we kept doing this until it just popped in my mind, bro. It's half a year. It's 6 months. And I went over there and he was giving me excuses again. And then I just started spazzing on him. I went crazy on him. And I
Are
got
you?
results.
Is this a true story? Because a lot of people in the chat start thinking this is a made up story.
It's a
It's
1,000%
really
true.
salacious. Go ahead, I'm listening.
My brother, my brother is on here. My brother's on here right now. It's
Who is your
1,000%,
brother?
a million
Who is your
percent.
brother? Is your brother Kevin? Somebody named Kevin in the back. He's coming up next.
I don't know what his name on here is. His name is Brian.
I saw Brian in the chat. It's a Brian up
Brian
there somewhere.
Santana. I don't know what his name is.
So
Yeah,
this is a real.
that's my brother.
Story. So it's a real story.
1,000%. I can show you receipts. 1,000%.
Hey man,
What is
look,
this like?
bro.
What is this like the wildest?
It's one of them. It's
Like,
up
is
there.
this that?
Listen, I've heard some stories. I can't say if it's the wildest, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. You called me on a cool night. Like, you
Six
called
months.
me on a cool night. I really would have been acting a fool, but I'm chilling right now. You
I,
dig what I'm
I
saying?
hit you before. I was scared.
I'm chilling.
I see. Thank God the finals is on.
No, I'm gonna say some shit. Your feelings may get hurt because I think, bro. Listen, that's too many situations of getting treated like a sucker. That nice guy shit, you saying you too nice of a nice guy, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look me in my eye. If you feel like you too much of a nice guy, get out this business. Cause I probably would have did similar shit to you, big dog. I ain't finna even hold you. You sweet. On the real. And when people see opportunity, now I'm not saying I'm gonna take advantage of you like how they taking advantage of you holding your truck and shit like that. If we were competing in a space of competition where we're out competing for opportunity, yes, I'm gonna do you dirty.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what these people that you doing business with is seeing that, because I don't see you in like, so I'm like, okay, from the face, you don't look like you a sucker. You don't look like a square. You know what I'm saying? But looks can be deceiving. I'm only seeing you, so I don't know what these people are seeing that I'm not really catching, but they seeing something. They seeing something because you keep getting taken advantage of, bro. Ain't no way on the God's green earth. I'm not letting my truck sit in no shop for 8 months for a goddamn engine rebuild. What is you talking about? I'm giving them a
Yes.
month.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, bro, like 8 months, bro, I would have been and got my shit up out of there.
It's
I don't care.
incredible.
Listen, if I'm coming to get my shit, I'm coming to get my shit. I don't care what's going on. Ain't no talking, ain't none of that. Lower my shit, big dog.
It's a fact. It's
I'm not
incredible.
letting nobody. I'm not letting nobody. It ain't incredible. It's not incredible, bro. It's not incredible. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of that shit, the lift gate situation, somebody hitting your lift gate, shit like that, that's beyond your control. Most of this shit in these different stories that you've told me, you 100% could have controlled the situation, bro. 100 gazillion million percent. I'm not letting nobody dictate to me shit. I'm not counting nobody pocket. I'm not letting somebody tell me where to go, and I'm not like paying attention to, what it's costing me or trying to learn the business and trusting somebody else. I'm not finna just take some mechanic because he's an auto mechanic. What the hell that got to do with a truck? He's not a diesel mechanic. It's two different skill sets, bro. A person that works in Jiffy Lube that works on cars 9 times out of 10 can't work on a fucking truck. That's why they changing oil at Jiffy Lube, bro. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not doing business with motherfuckers who I don't really know from the hood. The shorty that you said the shorty took you for $4,000, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know. You even tell the story how he took you for four.
Oh
You
man, you don't even want to know that.
no, I want to know now. I want to know how you let a 25-year-old stain you.
I got you right now. So this is again. I'm noticing a trend. I'm delegating stuff that I should be doing, or I'm trying to take shortcuts. I could have went to some fucking to some what's it called to like a tax person or something or whoever. It was with the LLC. So he made my LLC for me. He's like, I've done this before.
He
I
charged you
do this
four
for my
thousand.
homeboy.
He charged you four
No,
thousand.
no, this is what happened. So my debit card, he was doing it on his phone, right? I put my I was looking at him like, damn, I gotta put my numbers in your phone, my
What
debit card
numbers?
numbers.
Oh
Like
no.
the card, I had to save a card.
Oh no, bro. Oh, bro. Hold on. We gotta hit some buttons. Oh God, bro. What? Hold on, bro. Where's my boy? Oh, now tell me that
Goofy as hell.
you put your debit card numbers in somebody's phone. A 25-year-old at that. The finesse gods.
But
They got the fraud. They got the fraud Bible, bro. They
I
got the
know.
fraud
And
Bible, bro.
I don't even be understanding how to do what they be doing, but they be finessing,
You
frauding.
tweaking.
Yo, let me tell you something. He had a cleaning company, right? We found out he had a cleaning company later on. Guess what the name of the cleaning company was? Finesse Cleaners.
Goofy as hell.
Yo, I wish I was lying to you. I wish that I was lying to you. So, but this what I did, right? I put it on his phone. Don't remember the card. I thought that's if you put don't remember card, that shit ain't supposed to. You know what I mean? But then my homeboys, I don't got iPhone. My homeboys put me on to some shit where an iPhone you could go back or some shit like they showed me a way that he did it. So before I know it, I'm seeing Wawa charges. He's using it mostly on Wawa. I'm seeing
The fuck is Wawa?
350.
The hell is Wawa?
Oh, you know, Wawa's a gas station on the east, on up where we at.
Oh, so I never
It's
heard of
like
that
a
shit
big
before.
chain. It's like a big. Oh, y'all
Wawa?
don't got Wawa? Yeah, y'all don't got Wawa? Nah. So so yeah, it's Wawa, right? Up on the east. Bro, this dude spending $300, 200. I think he's buying people shit from my card. He end up now I did end
It's a
up
gas. It's a
recuperating
it's
like
a
three
it's a
times.
it's a it's a, it's a gas station on the East Coast.
Yes.
He filling up tanks with your shit.
Filling up tanks. Filling up tanks. I did recuperate 3,000 from him though. I got 3,000 back from him.
How you do that?
I had to make some calls. Dude,
Where he at?
he in my city.
So he gave you 3,000 back.
Yes, he started a job doing some what's that job called, like doing putting solar panels up on roofs and stuff like that, right? And
Uh huh.
I had to do something with a couple of people who had to, and he ended up paying me every week. We had a payment plan. He paid me back every week up until $3,000, and then he went ghost. You know what I'm saying? But I dropped it after that. I was like, you know what? Whatever. Well, he didn't go ghost. No, he told me he had his girl text me. His girl texted me and said he was going to prison because he shot her stepfather. And after that, it was a lost contact. He shot her stepfather, or her stepfather. Yeah. So
So
I
hold
looked
on,
at
hold
it
on, because I don't believe this shit. He
100%. I can
shot.
show you the text message.
Hold on, no. Listen to me. Listen. Follow me, big dog. Follow me. Follow me. He shot his girl's stepfather, but he paid you back $3,000 after he got you for four. Listen to
Yeah,
me.
he paid me back
Follow me.
3,000.
Follow me. Follow me, big dog. He popped his girl's stepfather.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
And
saying.
based on everything you told me, he gave your 3,000 back. All right,
Yes, he gave me 3,000.
so because it wasn't you. It wasn't you. You ain't gonna do nothing. Them
No, I
guys,
didn't.
them guys that you put on, they must be them guys. Cause he wouldn't have gave you your 3,000 back.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He
we're
wouldn't.
gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it a buck. He wasn't gonna give you. He wasn't gonna give it back to you.
Nah, hell
Them,
no.
them,
He
that
wasn't
must
gonna
have
give me.
been. Hey, that must have been them guys that be with AR Ab in them out there. I know AR Ab locked up, but it must have been them guys that be running with AR Ab. Because it wasn't you, big dog. You dig what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
I,
Yes,
I know a
sir.
couple. I know where I'm from. They get busy. I know you from
Yeah,
Chicago. You
yeah.
you
Must
know
have
what
been.
type of. But
Yeah, it had to be them guys that run with AR Ab. It wasn't you though, big
nah, it
dog.
wasn't. Nah, it wasn't them. It wasn't them. It wasn't them.
Oh,
They
all
but
right.
they. Nah, where I'm from, I'm a really nice person and I'm a really helpful person. So I'm
Nah,
a
big
lot of
dog.
people mess with me. A lot of people mess with me, but so he knew that. He knew that I got a lot of people, whatever, like that mess with me. So I was like, and I was even being nice about, even the threats was nice. Even the threats was nice. I was like, I don't want to do this to you.
The threats
I'm
was
over here
nice.
like
You don't
even
want to
even
do
my
this to
threats was
him.
nice.
Oh hell no, bro. Hey man, get out. Clear my line, big dog. Clear my line, bro. The threats was nice.
Nah, nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm playing with you. I was on his ass. I was on his ass, but
Oh
I got
shit.
the.
Oh. Oh my
I'm
god.
fucking with you, Marcus. I know. I fuck with you. You funny as hell, but it was.
Oh.
I was on his ass or whatever, and I was able to get 3K back. You know what I'm saying? So I chalked that up as a win. I was like, you know what? I wasn't able to get the whole 4K, but I got 3K back. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, but that's how he got me. That's how he got me. He saved my card on his phone, and I put when I was putting it in myself, I put to delete the card. I put the whatever option there was on there to delete the card. My friends show me, they like, oh, you don't got iPhone. You don't know that you could do whatever. And they showed me what he did. And I was like, oh,
He
shit.
saved it. When you put the card in, actually, you want to say this card info. So whenever you go to put something in, it automatically pops up, and you just click it, and it just fills in everything for you.
Yeah. And he had my whole information. Bro, I was out in Miami doing drops, you know what I mean, with the box truck. And I'm over here seeing my account just go lower and lower. And I'm like, oh, I know I have more money than this. I know I have more money than that. Bro, something clicked in my mind. I was like, yo, it's this dude. I messaged him. I'm like, yo, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with. And he's just like, no, is that we have similar card numbers, and we do have similar card numbers. But for you to put it on Wawa, you would have to add that card. You know what I'm saying? So you knew exactly what you was doing. You added my card onto your joint. You feel me? And he was trying to say we had similar card numbers.
Hey man, listen, big dog. So where we at with it, big dog? Because man, this shit ain't looking
So where
too
we
good
at
for you,
this
big
right
dog.
here. So this is what I'm thinking, right? So by the numbers, right? My truck, right? I don't owe anything on my truck, right? It's I don't owe no monthly payment. My my since it's a 2004, my insurance is only $643 a month. That's the lowest that I heard from what and I got everything. I got 1,000 cargo. I got the $1 million, whatever. I got all that joint, right? I got the
Mm-hmm.
full joint. So it's $643 a month for the insurance. I got no truck payment. So the way I'm thinking right now is, I did spend a lot of money up front, but when I get it back, I'm gonna have a brand new engine. Basically, I'm gonna have a brand new engine. So I just need to reprogram. I need to get right. I can't let people keep taking advantage or whatever. I gotta get mentally right when it comes to that. But when it comes to the truck itself, I'm also looking at it like there's some positives because I'm gonna have a brand new engine, basically 0 miles. I'm I only pay 600. My only thing that I pay for the truck as a standard payment, anything, is $646. That's the insurance. I think that insurance is pretty low. Every insurance that I hear people have is over $1,000. So my shit is 643, and I don't got a truck payment. I don't. So even if my joint was sitting, I'm not paying a monthly bill. I'm not paying whatever. And when I get it back with a new engine, I don't got no truck payment.
You gotta recoup all that money, big dog. So you're gonna need to factor all that into your costs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta recoup that money, bro.
I got to recoup that money.
You do have
I
a
got
you pay for the truck up front, so you need to pay yourself back for that.
yes to
All
get in the
right.
green.
So yeah, you're in the red, bro. So this is what I suggest. One, you sound like you need like a I don't know, you need a community, bro. You probably need to join my Discord. Um
How you join that joint? Do I
and
got to pay for that joint? Like what do I got to do?
oh yeah, ain't no more freebies around here. Y'all piss me off. Yeah. 3 years
How much?
and y'all just doing dumb shit, bro. So listen, I've been doing this shit for 3 years, and it's just I'm gonna keep it a buck. For the 3 years I've been doing it, majority people waste my time, bro.
I feel you.
So
I feel
like
you.
I ain't got time to waste no more, bro. With people that's just gonna do stupid shit, bro. So yeah,
I feel you.
it's not like to get rid of all the dumb shit. Yeah, you gotta. It's a small fee to get in there, right? And because everybody
Yeah.
that's in there is serious. Like all that shit that you did. Like to be honest with
For the
you,
next half.
listen on everything I love. If you don't come in there if you still on that dumb shit. On
I
the
feel you.
real, if you still on goofy shit, don't even come over there. You dig? All right. Now, if you want the right guidance and you want to be in a community of people that's helping each other, then I would suggest you join. You don't have to do whatever you want to, but you are a type of person at 37 years old. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, big dog. Don't get offended. I'm just going based off what you're telling me. But you can't make decisions for yourself. You need somebody to be like, no, don't do that. Yeah, man, do it this way. For some reason, you cannot make decisions. You can't make good sound decisions. You're too trustworthy. You done went to 20 different mechanics. You judge the mechanics based on their racial backgrounds and shit. Well, I'm gonna try the Amish people. I'm gonna try the Dominican. I'm gonna try the Mexican. I'm gonna try the white guy. And all. Like, bro, just find a good mechanic. I don't give a goddamn if it was a Martian. Find you a good, affordable mechanic. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Use technology. Google. Get references.
Hey, the white folk, they got a 4.8 out of 5 on Google. This is what
bro. Hold on. But hold on. Shit happens. I remember one of my cars, I forget which car it was. I took it for a oil change or something, and they forgot to screw the thing in. So when I got home, it was oil leaking in the garage. I took it back. The next day, they was like, yeah, we forgot to tighten up the oil cap or whatever the fuck it is. Something under the thing with the oil. So shit happens, bro. Like, shit happens, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Where you fucked up initially, you took, I don't know, buddy ass sound like a retard that you took to look at the truck because he didn't look at the truck. You supposed to take a qualified diesel mechanic that you're actually either catching them on their off day and you're offering them a day's pay. Not no $20. What type of value do you expect to get out of $20? Listen, I know crackhead diesel mechanics, all right, that I would have paid more than $20. And they would have crawled up under that truck and they would have gave me a full inspection on that truck. And I would have paid them more than $20. They would have wanted more than $20. You dig what I'm saying? You get what you pay for. All right. You keep going. You half-assing everything. You put forth no effort. You let a goddamn dude down in Atlanta finesse you. You let the shorty finesse you. You let every single mechanic from every single racial makeup known to man take advantage of you. Even your own people take advantage of you. The guy 2 weeks ago said Dominicans were these great people. We really support each other. You tell me the Dominican took advantage of you. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you're a proof of everything that I say. People going to do what's best for them. They're going to take advantage of you when they see the opportunity. People are going to absolutely positively take advantage of you. All right? Stop being sweet. Listen, bro, turn into an asshole. If turning into an asshole is going to make you become a more shrewd business person so that you can stay on top of your shit, then that's what you got to do, bro. Because God forbid you scale. Well, first of all, the way you've been running, you'll never scale. All right? You're never going to get to scale because you're not doing shit to be right in the first place. But if you ever get a chance to scale, you get an opportunity, you continue to do shit the way you is, your employees going to take advantage of you. They're going to take advantage of you every single way. They're going to be like, yeah, I bought sweet. You're goofy. Yeah, let's run off with the gas card. Let's steal some freight and tell them we was sleep in the truck and some hypes came and took it. They just going to hide their way with you, big dog.
Wow.
You got to stand on shit. You look like a sizable guy. You look like you about 2-something, like a big husky guy.
Yeah.
Why you?
I'm like 202.
201 what?
205.
And how tall are you?
I got some drugs in me. I'm like 5'8".
5'8", 205, and you letting people take advantage of you. You supposed to be smashing shit, big dog. What is wrong with you? Talking about you from outside of Philly. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Right, man.
What are you talking about? You done let everybody from Atlanta all the way up to Pennsylvania take advantage of you. They just taking turns. They on some Diddy shit. He call in, tell you, take a break. Shit. Yeah, you ready? Yeah, I got Ron coming up next. You ready? Yeah, yeah. You so yet? Shit. All right, you ain't so? All right, yeah, because we got Ron flying Ron in. I got the Punisher coming next. Did the Punisher? Fuck is wrong with you, boy? Everybody taking a turn with your ass.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like
Was you at the Diddy party? I hope you wasn't at the Diddy party, because everybody having their way with you.
yo, you know what I told, since I'm Dominican, this is what I told my brother. I'm like, yo, alguien me hizo una brujería. Somebody did voodoo on me, bro. Yo, prior to this year, we saying how I'm a bad decision maker and all this stuff. Bro, everything my life has been smooth. This year,
Bro,
once I lost my job, it's been just thing after thing after thing after thing.
ain't nobody did no voodoo on you, bro. Ain't no. I don't know what you talking about. Ain't nobody did no voodoo on you, bro. Some of that shit that happened to you is just luck, bad luck, or
Bad
just
luck.
unfortunate situation. That shit with the lift gate, shit like that happened, big dog.
Yeah.
People gonna run into the truck while the truck parked. You gonna have a blowout.
Yeah.
Shit gonna happen. 98% of the shit that happened to you, it was because of you. All that shit you told me, you could have prevented that shit.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. That
Yeah,
shit.
all that shit happens because of you. That's all you, big dog. Yeah, that's all you. I would suggest you probably just join the Discord, and man, you're gonna have to get you some understanding. You dig what I'm saying?
I mean,
Listen, don't come in there if you soft, big dog. Don't come in there if you soft. On the real, don't come in my Discord if you soft, because I'm being nice with you. My way of coaching is really aggressive, and there's no holds barred, and you actually need that. You need somebody to be
yeah,
tough,
oh yeah,
tough on
oh yeah.
you, bro. On the real.
The thing about me is I'm not a like me. I'm down to get dirty. I'm down. Once you let me know, like we can cross. This is my problem. When you're so nice and I'm a person that let me know what time we on. Cause it's not that I'm soft. I'm not soft. I'm a person that I'm really nice until you gotta cross that line with me. You gotta tell me
Bro,
this
fuck
is what
all
it
that.
is.
Fuck all that shit, bro. Ain't none of that. Ain't no crossing no line. I'm not giving nobody no opportunity to cross no line in business, because they gonna cross it. As you can see, you done told me about
As I
30
can
different
see.
motherfuckers in the
Yeah.
past 8 months then got over on you.
And this is turning me into an asshole. Like I've
No,
turned.
this is business. You have to be an asshole. What you talking about, big dog? And you know what? All these people that come into my live streams, that be in my comments and say, "Oh, you're an asshole," they're failing. They don't know they cost per mile. They get taken advantage of, because business is dog eat dog. The worse shit gets, the more aggressive it becomes. When motherfuckers is wolves is out here, bro, the worse this shit get out here, the worse motherfuckers get, bro. All right? It ain't got to be you. You see what I'm saying? It ain't got to be you. You got to be on the defense. Oh,
Exactly. They try.
it'd be a lot of people that come in here and, oh, Mark, you're this. Why are you? I'm not angry. I'm chilling. First of all, you a middle American, and people from up north, especially from the larger cities up north, we're just aggressive people anyway. One, but
Yeah.
people will ultimately take advantage of you, whether they think you sweet or don't. Their intentions from the inception is to stain you, bro. This is the mindset of
They're
where
gonna try.
society is at right now. They not gonna be cool with you, but then later on, oh well, you know what, buddy ass sweet. Let me go ahead and get over on him. Nah, their intentions initially is to stain your goofy ass out the rip. This is where we at, just in society in general. The tougher it gets, the worse society becomes. It's just
It's a
middle
fact.
Americans don't understand it. You a middle American. You a middle American. You see what I'm saying? You need to lose that middle American mentality, big dog, especially if you want to be in this. And I guess obviously you seen it. Everybody from the mechanic to the motherfuckers you
See?
thought was your friends taking advantage of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen. I got my ass whooped. So that's why I went over there on that type of time to the mechanic and I got results. I got results, and I'm like, yo,
Listen,
I, I'm just like off the rip, like with everything. Like you was talking about scaling, and I don't plan to scale anytime soon. I'm gonna I'm gonna recuperate my money. What I'm thinking in my head is I need to make this. I need to make 40, 50K back. I'm gonna have a new truck per se. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go hard.
Come,
I got a
come,
direct.
come, come in the Discord, bro. I don't even think you should go over the road. I don't think you should venture too far off. I think you in a good market. You could have a tight little radius. If you can find something local that's consistent, I just don't see you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't really see you. You don't have it that dog in you for what OTR entails.
I've been
I think
OTR. I'm OTR right now. I be going
you
2 weeks.
OTR for somebody else. You ran one
Mm.
load for your truck and the motherfucker that had it 6 months. You let motherfucker hold your truck 6 months for a 3-week job. What are you talking about? You ain't been nowhere. What the hell you talking about? You been OTR. We talking about for you. You let a motherfucker had your truck since December. It's June for a 3-week job. What you talking about? You been OTR. You ain't been nowhere. Nigga, I would have been when he got my truck. The hell you talking
Yeah.
about? This is what you need to do. You
Nah,
come in the Discord and we'll chop it up, big dog. But I don't think you
got
should.
you.
I think you should try to stick close to home, right? And
Okay.
then maybe venture out or maybe possibly find something local. How far is Philly from you?
Philly is only like an hour away. I'm 1 hour away
Yeah,
from Philly.
yeah. If I was you, bro, just based on this shit you told me the past hour, bro, I don't think I wouldn't. Yeah, I think you should probably stick close to the crib, maybe local,
Mm.
or run a
Yeah.
tight radius. Run a tight radius. Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, because right now they got me going from where I'm from where I'm at. I've been to
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis. I've been to Texas. I've been like I'm a dog. Like when it comes to the work, I'm a dog. Like don't get that confused. I'm just my thing is I'm I don't know what it like. I do let certain shit slide, like you saying, like letting the dude have it for 6 months, all this, like. But when it comes to actually do, even when I had the rental, I was out in Miami, I was out in Texas, it didn't phase me. Like the working part of it does not phase me. I sleep in that truck. I'm never getting no hotels. I sleep on the floor if I gotta sleep on the floor. I'm a
That's
dog,
that's
but
cool. That's cool. But all that extra shit that you didn't do, like knowing what it costs, teaching yourself and taking the time to learn the business, all that shit that you entrusted in the dude that was taking advantage of you, none of that shit would have happened if you would have did all that. The work is one thing. It's all the shit, the back office shit is what's
yeah,
going to
100%.
determine how much money you make. You could work all you want. It's a lot of motherfuckers. There's motherfuckers in here right now. I saw one of them earlier. I ain't gonna say who his
Mm,
name is. He worked and don't even know what it costs him to run his business. Working like a motherfucker at a loss. Working
at
hard
a
every day, losing money, right? It's the shit that you do in the back office
100%,
that
100%.
motherfuckers don't do, and that's what you didn't do. That's why everybody could take advantage of you.
Yes, because I didn't do the work. I try to get shortcuts. I came with this mentor shit because I'm looking at YouTube and everything. Pay for mentorship. Pay for mentorship. Oh, why take all your time out of your day to do all this research when you could just pay
Bro,
somebody to put it in front?
if
And
it
I had a
sounds too
person I
good
didn't
to
even
be
have.
true, it is. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. I'm 45, bro. I'm older than you. I ain't came across one thing in life that sounded too good to be true, and it was exactly that, bro. You too old.
Mm,
You're too at 37 years old. You too old to be falling for goofy shit.
it's a
You
fact.
too old. The shit that I'm telling you, you should be telling the younger motherfuckers. I shouldn't be telling this to a 37-year-old man. You damn near 40. You on your tail. You on the tail end of your 30s. If some sound too good to be true, then it is. What we talking about,
It's a
bro?
fact.
Anybody that's telling you you can start something with this amount of money and make this amount of money, that shit sound too good to be true. The only thing I know you can invest this little bit amount of money and win this amount of money is the lottery, but it's a one in millions and millions and millions and millions of chance, bro.
That's a fact. That's 100% fact.
You
Yeah.
know what?
And I thought
Go ahead, bro. I
I
got
thought,
somebody else in the back that's been waiting patiently. So
okay, my bad. Real quick. I thought, I got two things. So this is the one thing. I thought that me going with somebody who I had some sort of familiarity with and who has been in the business since pandemic days, that's why I did that. It wasn't like he was telling me, yo, with $2,000, you're gonna make X amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I thought that it made sense at the time, but I didn't know the business at all. I didn't know it at all. And I just was like, yo, I'm gonna learn as I go with him. And I
hey, bro,
learned.
don't trust nobody, bro. I don't you trust Buddy off what you saw, and that shit was. You can't judge a. You can't bro. That's just not how you gauge shit, bro. You know that's not in
I got
business. Go ahead.
mhm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I got one more question, right? So I'm I don't like what I have a couple friends who have box trucks and they started a box they have box truck business down here, right? And they can't keep drivers, right? So I'm not thinking about scaling anytime soon. I'm like you said, all I'm thinking about is recuperating my money. After
Mm-hmm.
that, when I get to that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking now, I've never seen your videos on the moving companies or nothing like that. But what I see is people out here, like if it's OTR that I'm hiring people to do, I feel like there's gonna be less retention rate of me retaining employees. I feel like people out here who live out here, they're more liable to do the physical labor. So would that be? How do you feel about that when it comes to moving company, like scaling up doing a moving company and scaling up doing OTR box truck work? Who
It's gonna be hard.
who is
It's gonna be hard.
easier?
It's not who. It's difficult to. It's difficult to retention is low across the board. It's difficult to retain
Mm,
people in any niche, right? In the moving or the final mile, it's hard to keep people because it's really taxing, very labor intensive. A lot of lifting, heavy lifting, all day. You're dealing with inclement weather, especially in the summertime with moving, 90, 100-degree days, right? Second, you
oof,
feel me? Third floor, fourth floor walk ups. You know, that's a lot of labor, right? And you need fresh legs. You know, and most times we rely on like the younger generation to do that type of work. 20s, 30s, they're not doing that type of work no more. They have other opportunities that they could make similar money with less labor intensive work. Now, if you can find you some dogs, then so be it. But they have to be killers. If they not killers, then they're gonna quit. Then with the
mm,
OTR thing, you gotta understand it's the same situation. We living in a different time. You got these dudes, they don't want to be gone from home. They worried about their girl, you know, all this suck ass shit. They don't want to go out and get their money. They worry about what's going back at home. They homies hanging out. They don't want to miss little foe in them birthday party at the club. They girl, they don't want to, they insecure. They worry about what they girl doing instead of chasing that bag. So this is what you dealing with there. You're gonna have guys, you're gonna hire them, they're gonna abandon your truck somewhere. You're gonna have to go fly and get your shit. So it's across the board, big dog. This is the society we live in now. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of opportunities that didn't exist when I started way back in the day. So back in the day when I came in, shit, people either you worked or you starved. There wasn't no gig economy and all these things. A person could just wake up, go on their phone, and there's a bunch of apps, and then they can go deliver food and go to Home Depot and pick up packages or go deliver medical supplies, right? So they can quit you, and as soon as they walk out your door, they can cut on at 2 or 3 apps and get straight to the money. So nowadays they got the leverage. See, back in the day, the owner had the leverage. Don't piss off the owner because me, like I've always told you, story. One of my employees came, he said he learned from me when he started his business. Man, fuck around and piss me off. You know what I do when motherfucker piss me off? I play with their money. Not I didn't pay them. I took them off my schedule for a week and let them think about it. But see, you
I
can't
gotta
do,
get.
hold on. You can't do that nowadays. You know why? You can't take a person off your schedule. Now the leverage is in the employee's hands. That's why you got motherfuckers coming to work late. You go into a fast food restaurant, You walk up to the counter, the chick at the counter touching on her nasty ass phone. You standing there, you waiting for her to say, "Oh, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?" She gonna finish her text message. The boss ain't tripping because guess what? We can't send her home. We already short 3 or 4 people. Shit. Matter of fact, the lobby, we can't even open the lobby today. We can only open the drive-thru because enough people didn't come out. You come to fast food places here, the lobby closed a lot of the time because they don't have enough workers. You can only go through the drive-thru. You see what I'm saying? So now it's been a shift as far as the leverage has gone to the employee. That's why you got companies like Nan, come and stay with us 6 months, we'll give you an iPhone. Come work for us. We got an app where you can pay yourself every single day. We'll let you cash out 50% of your pay. These are all incentives to not only get people to come in and apply, but to also keep them. So we're giving you an incentive to come in and apply, a daily incentive, but we're also giving you a long-term incentive to stay. Get to this 6-month milestone, we're going to give you an iPhone 16. Stay a year, we're going to give you a PlayStation 5.
Damn, that's crazy.
See, we didn't have to deal with this shit. Back in the day, the employee was scared of the boss because we held the power. The boss don't really hold the power like that no more. Why? Because employees are hard to come by. It's too much opportunity, right? With this gig shit, people can kind of freelance and move around. And then 2, the mentality, the mind state. The pandemic fucked everybody up. Now you got people that don't want to work, period. They'd rather just be a slouch, be a bum. You got the motherfuckers finessing and shit like they did your ass. They got the fraud Bible and shit. They don't gotta go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is something
It's a
that you
fact.
gotta think. This is something you gotta think about. Not to, you know, deter you, but this is why those people you talking about are struggling with keeping drivers. It's a mental thing, it's a mind state thing, where we are in society right now. And then just as far as how technology has advanced and the opportunities that have been presented, right? Versus back in the day when I got started, none of this shit existed. Either you brought your ass to work or you was gonna be broke. And you better not piss me off because I'm gonna give you a week to think about it. And guess what? Back then, you couldn't find no job in a week because you had to go somewhere physically, fill out an application, turn it in, wait, call them. Hey, this is so and so. Did you guys get a check?
Yeah.
Check my application. You wait. 2 weeks later, they call you. Come in for a first interview. You gotta wait. Then if you get that past that interview, they call you in for a second interview. Meet with another manager. All this, that, and the third. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a different ball game now.
100%. Everything you said was, yeah. 100%. You got to take that all into account, and like that's why I feel like I want to be at the point like if I ever do scale, which right now I feel like I'm gonna use this as a way to build my money up, and when I get there, when I get the 50, 60,000, you know what I mean? I'm renting my house out. I'm making $800 a month off my house. I'm making cash flow off of that. Then I might make a decision. Maybe I don't scale. Maybe I go into somewhere another field, but keep the truck and use that as a just my money where I work the truck, my money, but don't scale and just put my money into something else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe buy a laundromat or some shit or
Hey,
just
bro.
keep getting real estate.
Yeah. Let's not put the cart before the horse, big dog, because you haven't deemed yourself successful at at being a business
At this.
owner quite yet, right? So your first thing you need to work on is your whole mind state. Your mentality is fucked, bro. Yeah. And here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Then I gotta let you go because this guy been in the back waiting patiently.
Got you.
You said one thing. You're a really, really nice guy. If you don't think you can turn in, or if turning into this shrewd asshole, because some people are gonna deem you as an asshole, you're gonna definitely have to be shrewd. Shrewd is the more politically correct way I should say it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna have to be a little bit more than shrewd, especially in trucking. You did. You're gonna have to turn into like one of them guys, or you're gonna be absolutely positively the shit that you've been going through as far as everybody taking advantage of you and you openly admitting that you've been taken advantage of from every time Dick and Harry Pauls. You damn near was running through the Diddy parties. You was, you know what I'm saying? Damn near. You dig what I'm saying? You
You
gonna
right.
have to
Nah,
turn.
you know.
You gonna have to turn into something that I don't know if it's in you. And if you don't think you can become that person, then maybe this probably isn't for you, or you're going to continue to run into the same situations, bro. You gotta smash shit, bro. You gotta be willing. And a lot of people don't like when I say this, but they don't understand. That's why I'm glad this story that you told. I'm glad because now they know that it's people that exist like this, and I'm just not making this shit up when I say this shit. You dig what I'm
Oh,
saying?
he's not.
So
He is not making this shit up.
right. So you're gonna have to transition your mindset into being more ruthless. And that doesn't mean, you know, just, you know, robbing people, stealing and all that shit. That means standing on business. And standing on business means running your business effectively, efficiently, understanding what it costs you to run your business, not leaning on people and depending on people to do the shit for you, right? The time that you need to invest to ensure this shit, make sure everything is where it needs to be, staying on top of things, not being so nice, giving people your credit card and letting them take pictures of this shit. Like, you should know how long it takes to do a job. 6-7 months in the shop for some fucking fuel injectors is ridiculous. I'd have been when it got my shit. All these people playing with you, no, bro. No, you need to go ahead and toughen up, bro. Toughen up, tighten up, big dog. On the real. I expect
I
to see
got
you
you.
in my Discord, big dog. If
I'm gonna be in
not,
there.
good,
I'm gonna
good
be in
luck.
there.
If not, good luck out here, big dog. There's wolves out here, as you see.
I've seen it already. Now I'm gonna definitely be in the Discord, Mark, I mean I'm gonna be watching all the videos and everything, bro. But I'm gonna definitely get in that Discord though.
All
Definitely
right,
get in
boy.
there.
Appreciate you for sharing
All
that
right, man.
story. All right.
Appreciate you for everything. Yep.
All right. Peace.
Yep.